Elsewhere in fighting, Conor McGregor, he is fighting Dustin Poirier, a trilogy fight as well. McGregor won the first one many years ago. Poirier won the rematch last year. Of course, Conor's had off and on time periods of fighting. He's kind of been all over the place the last few years. But McGregor says that heading into their UFC 250, I think I called this upcoming 257, but it was last year when they fought at 257. He said that Poirier wasn't really his main focus, that he was focused on other things. He pitied Dustin Poirier. He said, I pitied the man. And so he was looking past him, and part of the reason why he was looking past him was because of the much ballyhooed Pacquiao versus McGregor boxing exhibition following the success of the McGregor-Mayweather fight. So McGregor is saying that he looked past that Poirier rematch because he was looking to the Manny Pacquiao fight, which, of course, has not happened. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. So take this for what it's worth. I mean, they're going to do a huge buy rate for this McGregor-Poirier fight. They just will, because Conor's fighting, and when he fights, they do their best pay-per-view numbers. But, man, if he loses this fight, like, Dustin Poirier is a star, but he is never going to be a star the level of a Conor McGregor. So if you're the UFC, I think you're rooting really hard for McGregor, because how many losses can he afford spread out over 3-4 years to really still have that Mac magic that he had? You know what I mean? So this is a huge fight coming up with Conor McGregor and Dustin Poirier, trilogy fight. They're 1-1, UFC 264, and that's this weekend. It's in 2 days.
I really just
Go ahead.
I really just wish he hadn't gotten into boxing.
Who?
Conor.
McGregor, yeah.
It's been a waste of all our time.
Yeah, I know. And it's gotten a little sloppy. It's gotten a little bit, but they're making
so much
millions.
I get it.
But they were making millions. All right, so I know he's an idiot at times, but he's a tremendous personality. He allowed, who's the guy with the
Mohawk?
Yeah, the fighter that I first started watching.
Probably UFC. Chuck Liddell,
Chuck Liddell. So
who got
McGregor,
everyone here sick, as probably the sickest I've been that wasn't like COVID in the last 3 years was directly from Chuck Liddell.
Yeah, Chuck Liddell.
Guarantee it was from Chuck Liddell.
But McGregor, to me, this is it for him. I agree. And I don't know that much about the sport, but Poirier beat him up pretty good the last time.
It was not a real close fight. I mean, it was very clear who the winner was, and it was Poirier.
He looked younger, bigger, better, faster, stronger.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. Like, McGregor's still a young guy. Like, I don't think people realize he was, like, in his late 20s when all this started. So he was young for all of the fame and fortune that he got so quickly, and that definitely changed him, and he went into, a dark period. He got in trouble with the law a couple times, and it's a tale as old as time. Now, he seems to have his mind back, but, you can only lose so many fights and say, oh, well, I wasn't focused, or I didn't have a very good camp, or, this or that, because that's kind of what it's starting to feel like. If he loses this fight and then we hear something, you know what I mean? It's just it's losing its luster a little bit. So very, very important fight for both guys. That is on Saturday night, McGregor-Poirier Part 3.